Hello everyone, welcome to the channel The Potion of Wisdom. In today's video, we're going to explore a topic that pleases almost everyone, beverages, but not just any kind of beverage. Today, we're going to talk about the most consumed drinks in the world. Have you ever stopped to think about the impact they have on our culture and our daily lives? Well, some of these drinks carry centuries of history and have truly shaped entire civilizations. So, get comfortable, grab your favorite drink, and let's discover the beverages that dominate the planet. Water. The essence of life, we begin with the most essential drink of all, water. It may seem simple, but water is the most consumed drink in the world and, of course, the most important. It makes up over 60% of our body and is essential for all vital functions. Without it, nothing else would be possible. Did you know that humans can survive for weeks without food, but not more than 3 to 5 days without water? That's a testament to how vital it is for our survival. Additionally, water covers around 71% of the Earth's surface, and about 97% of the Earth's water is in the oceans. This means that only 3% of the available water is fresh and drinkable for human consumption. Beyond its biological importance, water has great cultural significance. In many religions around the world, water is seen as sacred. In Hindu culture, for example, the Ganges River is revered as one of the holiest rivers, and thousands of people bathe in it every year seeking spiritual purification. In other cultures, water sources and rivers are considered gateways to the spirit world. It's fascinating to note how water, in its many forms, has been a fundamental part of human development. In ancient times, civilizations formed around water sources like rivers and lakes. Mesopotamia, known as the cradle of civilization, arose between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, while ancient Egypt developed along the Nile River. Without water, our history would be completely different. Tea, a cultural and historical beverage. Now, let's talk about something a bit more sophisticated. Tea. Tea is one of the most consumed beverages globally, especially in Asia. The Chinese, for example, began drinking tea around 2737 BC, according to legend. It's said that the Chinese Emperor Shennong was boiling water when some leaves from a tea tree accidentally fell into the water, creating what would later be called tea. Of course, this is just a legend, but one thing is certain. Tea has been an integral part of Asian culture and, over the centuries, spread throughout the world. In China, tea is considered a drink that balances the body and mind, and the preparation process is a true art. The Japanese tea ceremony, or chanoyu, is a perfect example of how making tea can be a philosophical and meditative ritual. Green tea, in particular, is one of the most consumed in Japan and is associated with health benefits such as reducing the risk of heart disease and improving digestion. In India, chai, a blend of black tea, milk, and spices such as cardamom, ginger, and cinnamon, has become a cultural icon. Chai is consumed throughout the country, often served in small cups at tea shops called chaiwala. The popularity of chai in India is also linked to the colonial history with the British, who established tea plantations in the subcontinent in the 19th century. Today, tea is consumed in various forms around the world: black, green, white, oolong, herbal, and even iced tea. In addition to being delicious, tea has numerous health benefits, such as antioxidants that help fight cellular aging. Green tea, in particular, is one of the most popular among health-conscious drinkers due to its stimulating effects and weight loss properties. Coffee, from Africa to the world. And who doesn't love a good cup of coffee, right? Coffee is the second most consumed drink in the world, second only to water. In Brazil alone, for example, around 23 million sacks of coffee are consumed every year. Coffee has a long history that dates back to Africa. It is believed to have originated in Ethiopia, where, according to legend, a goat herder named Koldi noticed that his goats became more energetic after eating berries from a shrub. That shrub was the coffee plant. Coffee reached Europe in the 17th century, initially through Arab traders, and quickly spread across the continent. In Europe, it became popular not only for its taste but also for its stimulating effects, which helped people stay alert during long nights of work or study. From there, coffee became an everyday part of life in various cultures worldwide. According to data from the International Coffee Organization, Brazil is the world's largest coffee producer, followed by countries like Vietnam, Colombia, and Indonesia. Brazilian coffee is known for its quality and flavor, and the beans are exported worldwide. Additionally, Brazilian coffee is recognized for its diverse preparation methods, from traditional drip coffee to espresso, cappuccinos, and the famous pingotto coffee with milk. Coffee also has great economic and cultural value. Coffee shops have become social gathering spots in many parts of the world. Starbucks, for example, turned drinking coffee into a global experience, with stores in nearly every continent. Furthermore, coffee has been a driver of development for various producing regions, providing employment for millions of people worldwide. Sodas. From syrup to a global empire, moving on to something sweeter and fizzy. Sodas. While they are popular in many countries, sodas have faced some criticism due to their high sugar content and the health impacts, such as obesity and diabetes. Nonetheless, they remain among the most consumed beverages on the planet, with billions of cans and bottles sold every day. Sodas originated in the late 19th century, initially as medicinal drinks. Coca-Cola, for example, was created in 1886 by pharmacist John Pemberton, who developed it as a remedy for headaches. Over time, the sweet and fizzy flavor of soda won the public over, and Coca-Cola became a global icon, not only for its taste, but also for its innovative advertising and presence at cultural and sporting events. At the same time, Pepsi was founded in the late 19th century and quickly became one of Coca-Cola's largest competitors. Both brands are global symbols of consumption and popularity, and their advertising campaigns have been responsible for much of their worldwide diffusion. In addition, sodas have become an important part of pop culture, with their presence in movies, music, and sporting events. Soda brands have also diversified, offering different flavors and even diet or zero-sugar versions to meet the growing demand for healthier options. Juices. Refreshing and nutritious. Now, let's talk about something a little healthier: natural juices. Fruit juice is widely consumed in many parts of the world, especially juices like orange, apple, and grape. They are refreshing, nutritious, and great to start the day. Fresh juices, particularly orange juice, are rich in vitamin C, a powerful antioxidant that helps strengthen the immune system. Apple, grape, and watermelon juices are also popular for their hydrating and antioxidant properties. In addition to being a delicious drink, fruit juice is an excellent source of fiber and essential nutrients that help keep our bodies healthy. Orange juice, in particular, is one of the most consumed drinks at breakfast worldwide, and it's a tradition in many countries. Furthermore, with the rise of conscious and healthy consumption, many juice producers now offer options with no added sugar or preservatives to maintain the purity and benefits of the fruits. Beer, an ancient tradition. Now, if we're talking about alcoholic beverages, we can't forget to mention beer, one of the most consumed drinks worldwide. According to data from the World Health Organization, over 190 billion liters of beer are consumed every year, and it is particularly popular in Europe and North America. Beer has a history that dates back more than 5,000 years. It is believed that the ancient Sumerians of Mesopotamia were the first to brew beer, and the drink quickly spread across the world. Beer production became an art form, with different types of beers being brewed, such as lagers, stouts, IPAs, and craft beers. In Germany, beer consumption is deeply rooted in culture, and Oktoberfest in Munich is one of the largest beer festivals in the world, attracting millions of visitors every year. Beer culture is also very strong in countries like Belgium, with its famous Trappist beers, and the UK, known for its pub tradition and the popular pint. Wine, from antiquity to the modern world. Finally, for those who prefer something a bit more sophisticated, wine is one of the most consumed and appreciated alcoholic beverages globally. Wine has over 8,000 years of history, with evidence of its production dating back to around 6000 BC in the Caucasus region, where the first vineyards began to be cultivated. Since then, wine spread across the world, and today it is enjoyed on almost every continent. Wine holds great cultural importance, especially in countries like France, Italy, and Spain, where viticulture and wine production are an integral part of national identity. French wine, especially from Bordeaux and Burgundy, is world-renowned for its quality. In Italy, Chianti wine and Prosecco have become synonymous with celebration and refined gastronomy. Spanish wine, like the famous Rioja, is also a trademark of the country's culture. Beyond its unique flavor, wine has been associated with several health benefits, particularly red wines, which contain polyphenols like resveratrol, known for its antioxidant properties and heart-healthy benefits. Various studies suggest that, when consumed in moderation, wine can contribute to cardiovascular health and even improve longevity. Conclusion: as we've seen, the world of beverages is vast and full of fascinating stories. From essential drinks like water to more sophisticated ones like wine, all of them have an enormous impact on our cultures and daily lives. Now, I want to know from you, which of these beverages is your favorite? Leave your comment down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more videos on interesting and curious topics. See you in the next video, everyone.